You're referring to the idea that thus the United States is a corporation, a claim often cited in sovereignty and legal reform movements. Let's examine this concept from both legal and historical perspectives. Origin of the claim. The main source of the idea that the United States is a corporation comes from the District of Columbia Organic Act of 1871, 16 Stat. 419, Chapter 62. Here's the basic summary. In 1871, Congress created a municipal corporate government for the District of Columbia, not for the entire United States. The statute reads, "That said district and the property and persons therein shall be subject to the municipal government of the District of Columbia." This act established a local governing body for the District of Columbia, incorporating it for administrative purposes. Some misinterpret this to mean the entire United States became a private corporation. That is not what the law states. U.S. Code definitions. However, some confusion arises from legal language in 28 U.S. Code 3002-15. United States means a federal corporation, B, an agency, department, commission, board, or other entity of the United States, or C, an instrumentality of the United States. This section applies only to Subchapter A, definitions and general provisions of federal debt collection procedures, and not as a general definition for all of federal law. It does not mean that the U.S. is a corporation in the private sense like Apple or Google. Case law rebutting the misinterpretation. Several court cases have directly addressed and rejected the idea that the United States is a corporation in the commercial sense. United States v. Cooper Corp., 312 U.S. 600, 1941. The United States is not a corporation in the sense in which that term is commonly used. United States v. Lee, 1 and 6 U.S. 196. The court held the U.S. is a sovereign nation and cannot be equated with a private corporate entity. Where the confusion emerges, sovereign citizen and freeman on the land, movements argue that the United States, Inc. operates under commercial law, UCC, and that citizens are unknowingly contracted into this corporation via their birth certificate, social security number, etc. These interpretations often lack legal standing in court, although they raise valid questions about contractual consent, jurisdiction, and administrative law overreach. Conclusion. Legally speaking, the United States is not a private corporation. It is a sovereign constitutional republic with certain incorporated municipal and administrative subdivisions, like the District of Columbia. Some language in statutes refers to corporate structure in a technical administrative sense, not a commercial one. Would you like